approaching the pit window, you'll be on the softs.
What? I thought we were going on the mediums to the end. Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, episode 11 here of season 1. It's the Austrian Grand Prix, as I check my notes to make sure I got it right. Yes, the Austrian Grand Prix, one of my favorites of the entire calendar. I love the Red Bull Ring. There's only a handful of races on the F1 circuit that I really look forward to more than others, and the Austrian Grand Prix is definitely one of them. Now, last time out, we were at the French Grand Prix, a little bit of a damp French Grand Prix towards the end of that one. If you missed that episode, I'll put a link in the top right-hand corner of the screen for you. Go back and watch that one before you watch this one. Had ourselves a great race. Good one-stop strategy got us 9th place, so some more points to our name. But more importantly, we unlocked a 3rd sponsor slot. So we got a whole bunch of administrative stuff to get squared away in this episode before we even get to the Red Bull Ring. Let's take a look at it. So, all right, as far as activities go, only 2 days to work with. A very quick turnaround after the French Grand Prix before we head out to Austria. So only 4 options. Weight training for our second driver, driver promotion filming for driver acclaim, a durability team building that costs us money, or a sponsor event that gives us team acclaim and costs us $5,000. You know what? Team acclaim shooting up. That's what I'm going to focus on here. Or we could help out our second driver. You know, we showed him a little love in the last one. I guess we can show him a little love, help his pace out here. Let's do that. You know what, Juan Manuel Correa, have yourself 1 pace after 2 days in the weight room. If only it worked like that. Facilities-wise, haven't touched anything on the facility side. We got $3.5 million. I'm trying to hold on to a little bit of cash right now, and the reason is our teammate, his contract is actually set to expire after the Austrian Grand Prix. So 7 days until it expires. He'll get 1 more race with us, and then we got to make a decision on whether to retain him or sign somebody else. It's going to take some money either way for us to do that. So I'd rather not put ourselves in a spot where we have to bring on somebody worse than him. I don't even know if that's possible, but I'd like to at least give us some options. So not going to spend any money, at least not yet. As we look at the R&D side of things, at the end of the last episode, we did get the unfortunate news that our major upgrade for the front downforce failed. We were hoping to have that for this race here at Austria, but it's not going to be the case. We still have the rear major downforce upgrade in development, which should be on the car by the next race in Silverstone, I believe. And then we have the monocoque structure, the major weight reduction, which is supposed to be ready for... which race was that? Gosh, I don't even remember. One of them races that's coming up. I don't remember which one, but that's okay. It'll come to me at some point. But that's what we got. We don't have any resource points to do anything else right now. So unfortunately, that's all that we're going to do. Swapped out some engine components. We took our freshest stuff to France just because it's a power track. Now going back to Austria, not as important, so we're going to switch back to our second category, our second row of parts. They're a little bit more worn, but not excessively worn. They'll be just fine to get us through this race. And now, for the most important part, we got 2 open sponsorships. 2 open sponsorship panels for us. The next one will unlock at level 20 for our team, so we're halfway to that one. We got to sign some new sponsors, so let's see what we got. Now, of course, last time we had Atlantic. They were pretty good. As a team, completed a total of 75 laps during a race weekend. You know, not absurd. It's one of the highest for weekly incomes, but it's kind of crap when it comes to goal bonus. So let's see who's above them. If anything in here seems achievable to us or not. Achieve and hold first place for 4 laps? Definitely not. Definitely not. As a team, complete a total of 100 laps during a race weekend. If we had longer races, that might be viable. I'd have to run a hell of a lot more laps in practice, and our teammate would have to run a hell of a lot more laps in practice for me to feel comfortable with 100 laps. I don't think we can do that. Okay, so nothing really intriguing there. Let's look at some of the other ones. We know we got Atlantic. We can always go back to them. Complete a weekend without colliding with another vehicle. Yeah, I don't think that's possible for me. Achieve a top 10 during the race. We've been doing that. So we've got Paint It right there, paying us the same weekly to finish in the top 12. We've been finishing in the top 10 more often than not. So we can get ourselves the same weekly income, double up our weekly income, get a little bit more goal bonus if we can do it too. That's possible. DSB Optics might be an option there. Score 10 Constructors Championships. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Qualifying P10 or better. I don't feel so confident about that. Fastest lap in any session. Well, let me take a look at some of these sponsors and we'll see who we end up with. Alrighty, we have got 3 sponsors now on the car. We have signed DSB Optics, who will give us a bonus if we achieve a top 10 finish during the race. They're going to pay us $180,000 per week, same as Pay Night. And then we also signed XXY, who will pay us $162,500 a week with a goal bonus of $200K to complete all practice programs in a weekend. That's easy for me. I do that anyways. I do every practice program before we hit the racetrack, so that's easy money for us. And you can see our total weekly income now is going to be $1 million. So we're going to be making $1 million a week between our primary sponsor in TriStar and our 3 secondary sponsors. We're starting to make some real good money here. That's awesome. Another thing that I've been watching, as you look at TriStar as the primary sponsor, that goal bonus, because we've been finishing in the points so many times already this season, that goal bonus has been creeping up and up and up. It's at $8.75 million. We're going to be making some good money at the end of the season if we can keep doing this. But I think every time we finish in the points, that goal bonus goes up. So that's pretty exciting stuff. But welcome to the team, DSB Optics and XXY. Pretty cool stuff right there. All right, well, with all that done, let's roll time forward and get right up to the race weekend and see if we can get some R&D points to get that major upgrade back and going. One pace for Correa.
Able to attract a new sponsor to the team.
Nothing.
Head over to the corporate tab and
I already
select the
did.
sponsors screen to choose who we should approach.
I already did. Thank you. Thanks very much. I already did it. All right, well, we didn't get any resource points or anything, so we're going to have to earn some resource points over the weekend with our new sponsor, XXY, to get all the programs done, and that should allow us to get this major update going again. Now, the good thing is when a part fails, you can redevelop it, and it'll be guaranteed success. Can't fail twice, and it costs less than before, but it still costs. You'll see it's going to cost 562 points to redo it. We only have 306, so a light week overall as far as activities go, but we got 2 new sponsors on the car. I think one of them said they wanted a new livery on the car and some new colors maybe to spice things up a little bit to better match their brand. I don't know. We'll see. We might have a different looking car by the time we get out to Red Bull Ring, but yeah, who knows with these things, sponsors. They like to throw around a lot of money. If they want me to paint up the car a little bit differently, who am I to say no? They're paying me a lot of money, so we might just have a different looking car come the Red Bull Ring race. But we got to head out to the track, get our practice programs done, and see what we can do out there. Before we get to the track, let's take a look at where everybody stacks up as far as performance goes. Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, your top 3. Ferrari and Red Bull are really, really close. Seems like they're making upgrades at about the same pace. Racing Point, no real big change coming into this weekend. McLaren's made a pretty good jump up as everybody sort of flatlined in that mid group with Renault, Alfa Romeo, and Haas all sort of not making any upgrades. We've been flat for a little while, as you can see there. AlphaTauri's sort of been with us, so we're right above AlphaTauri, a little bit behind everybody else, but it seems like a lot of people are saving up resource points for major upgrades. I bet by the time we get to the British Grand Prix in the next episode, we'll see a lot of big movements out of these teams, and we should be right there with them. Remember, we got some large major upgrades in the works as well, so hopefully we're not only keeping up with them, but we're gaining on them a little bit too. Now let's take a look at the points before we get into this race. We come in 11th in the driver standings, 3 points behind our current rival, Daniel Ricciardo. And then on the constructor standings, we are 7th, 5 points back from Racing Point, 1 point ahead of Alfa Romeo, who's been making big gains. So should not look past Alfa Romeo. They've been scoring a lot of points lately, and they seem to be on the up and up. So we got ourselves a proper little battle between Racing Point and Alfa Romeo for that 6th position in constructor standings. Again, that's the goal that we're shooting for, and hopefully we can keep up with them and get that 6th position. But that's the way things look right now. Let's head to the track and go racing.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Can we talk about Mercedes? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Albon, Perez, Norris and Davidson, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Antonio Giovinazzi and Stroll, Magnussen, Ocon, George Russell and Daniel Kvyat, Correa, Gasly, Grosjean and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Welcome to the grid here at Red Bull Ring. Yes, we qualified 10th. It got a little wet in the end of Q3. We were pretty quick in Q1 and Q2. And then the rains came in Q3, and I tried to get really cute with strategy when everybody was running laps on inters. The rain was tailing off. It wasn't raining anymore. The track was just a little wet. And I tried to go out on softs to see if I could sneak out a pole position with the greater grip, but it just wasn't there, and I ended up being really, really slow. So it was worth the risk. I don't think we were going to go faster than 10th anyways, because we barely got into Q3. It was like 0.02 of a second separated us from 11th. So I don't think we had much more pace in it than that, but race pace, I think we're going to be in really good shape. So let's take a look at the strategy and see what we can do here. One stopper for sure, 36-lap race, softs to mediums. Sounds like a winner to me. Personalized strategy says soft to hard. I don't necessarily like that one bit. Do softs to mediums with a little bit less laps on the softs, or do we have to go 15 laps? I don't know. What if I wanted to go less than 15 laps? It won't let me do less than 15 laps. What? Mandatory tires the medium. We have to start on the softs. Let me play around with the strategy a little bit. We'll be right back with you. All right, so after playing around with it a little bit, I like the one-stop strategy, softs to mediums. That seems to make the most sense to me. 15 laps around Red Bull Ring should be fine on softs. We'll get decent tire wear, I do believe, as long as I'm treating the car right. So that's what we're going to go with. And hopefully this is the right strategy. Allows us to stay in the points, maybe move up the running order a little bit as well. So, yeah, we'll see. That's the play. We're going to stick with it. It's time to go racing. And away we go. Good little getaway here. Run up to turn 1. Too wide here with, who's that, Norris? He gets the pass done on us. We throw it back up the inside on him. Caution behind us. We get the pass done on Norris. A lot of battery usage
That's
here.
a decent start. Good job.
And that'll be us up into the 9th position. Good little battle there with the McLaren. All right, now let's see what we can do. I really like this track a lot. Really, really like this track. I think we can have a really good run here today.
Good.
Throw it
Good
up the
job.
inside on
Nice overtake.
Sainz. He wasn't ready for that. We threw it in really deep. Here we go. Full battery DRS. Rich mix on Perez. Get it done. Up into 7th. A little crossed up there. Perez will go back around the outside. Bold move. That was my mistake. Sainz tried to take us back as well. That was my mistake.
6.3 seconds.
We'll make the move again.
Gap to car in front is 3.8 seconds.
All right. Got Perez done again. Now no more mistakes, and let's keep him behind us. Get really good traction out of these corners, out of 3 and out of 4. Really good traction. The car's just so good. Trying to save up some battery so we can get out of his DRS zone, or his DRS range rather. Because we can have to stop worrying about him catching us with DRS. We can really sit down and just focus on putting together good laps. I just can't get away from him. Just can't shake him. He just keeps getting DRS on us. They're faster in the middle section of the track, I think. Oh yeah, we're over a second now. Perfect. Burned off all of our excess fuel, but if it keeps him out of DRS range, that's going to be worth it. All right, now we're out of DRS zone officially for Perez.
Gap to teammate behind
That's a nice job right there.
15.4 seconds.
About 8.5 seconds up to Albon and Leclerc. I don't think we're going to challenge them or chase them down. I'm just so impressed with this car. It's so nice to drive at this track. It's really, really suited for it. I'm really happy about that. I was looking forward to this race a lot. I can feel the grip starting to go away in the tires, but we're holding on better than the guys behind us. We built that gap. We got some takers in the lane. Vettel's in. We're going to go for the undercut here. Pit 1 lap early. All right, here we go, boys. Get us a good pit stop here. Here we go. Onto the mediums. 2.2. Go, 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 go.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
We come out in 15th. Ahead of Norris. We went to hards. Interesting. Interesting that Norris went to hards. We're on the mediums. And he gave us DRS. I have no idea why. Probably because of Raikkonen. I'll take care of these tires, make them last all the way, but I think we can do it. I think we'll be all right. A couple more guys in the lane there. That'll put us back up into the 7th position. And it looks like we knocked about a 1.5 seconds off of our deficit to
Car ahead
Albon.
is coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tires.
So there you go. There's the one-stop strategy done. We see the times, how much it's changed behind us. Perez now over 4 seconds behind us. I'd say we did a pretty good job on that exchange of pit stops. Made up good time on them. We're going to be in good shape here, I do believe. For a 7th place finish, if the tires hold on. I think we're going to be just fine. I'm so impressed by how the car is driving, man. I'm so impressed. It's so nice to drive. I love this track. I know I've said that before. I really just love this track. It really suits my style. The run wide. It really suits my style. It suits our car. It's always nice. I love this track. I've always loved this track. From the first time I saw it and drove it, I've always really, really liked Red Bull Ring. I wish Red Bull Ring was in iRacing. I really do. I would love to see this track in iRacing. Somebody asked me that when I did the Instagram takeover of the Burton Kligerman Esports Instagram account. They said, what track, that was their question, was what track would you like to see in iRacing? And I didn't have to think about it. Red Bull Ring. That's a no-brainer, man. This track would be so fun in iRacing, I think. We're holding that gap of about 2 seconds back to Lando. Well, that's good, as we've been saving fuel. Granted, he is on the hard tire compound, so he's not going to be as fast as us. But a good sign when we can run on mediums and lean, be faster than him on hards. Not saving fuel, you know? I'll take it. I'll take it. And remember, we were supposed to have a front major downforce update for this car, for this track, and it failed. Just imagine if we had it. How much better we would be. I'm not saying we're going to go up and compete with the Red Bulls, Ferraris, and Mercedes, but we may be closer than 11 seconds back from them. And this also tells me that where we qualified is indicative of our pace at this
We're
track.
approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
What? I thought we were going on the mediums to the end. What? Did I miss something? This was a one-stop strategy. Fairly sure. This was the one-stop strategy that was recommended. Now it's saying I'm going back to softs? What? I'm confused. It wants me to go back to softs and then pass everybody. All right. Instead of going to hards and going the rest of the race, I guess. So that's what everyone in front of us is going to do too, I would assume. I'll wait to see if these cars in front of me do the same thing.
Behind is 40.9 seconds.
40.9 seconds we're in front of Juan Manuel. God, he's terrible. Ah, how does he still have a ride? Well, remember, his contract's up after this race.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
I don't know about that, Jeff. I don't know about that. Are we? I'm not boxing if the guys in front of me don't. I'm not. I'll tell you that right now. Even if I come in next lap, that's going to be, what, 10 laps to the end on softs? We went, what, 14 on the first stint? So we know we can do that, no problem. All right, are these guys pitting? No. What are we doing here, Jeff? What are we doing? We're not pitting, Jeff. We're not pitting. If the guys in front of me on mediums are not pitting, then we're not pitting. That's all there is to it. I definitely picked a one-stop strategy, so I don't get why it's telling me to pit.
Tire condition is still looking good.
No shit, Jeff. That's why we're not pitting. You kidding me? Can I fire Jeff and Juan Manuel? I just fire them both. Oh, looks like it's starting to get cloudy. I did say it was going to start to get overcast as this race went on, but no threat of rain. So that's good. Got a lot of batteries saved up, playing with the fuel a little bit. We're right on target. I don't think Norris is going to catch us on his hard tires. There's no way. There's no way he's going to catch us. Unless I really blow it. He's not going to catch us. We're just faster. Which is unbelievable that we're faster than a McLaren car. We're faster than the Racing Points. We're faster than the Renaults. This is incredible. Incredible performance. Like I said, I even adjusted the AI difficulty to make it harder. This is the highest difficulty that we've run yet in this playthrough. When a track just suits me, it just suits me. That's all there is to it. The car's taking everything that I'm giving it. It's just a great performance. I love this track. I just love this track. I know I just keep saying it, but I really, really love this track. If there was a track where I was going to do a 100% race, it would be this one. I'm not going to do one, but if I was, this would be the track where I would
There's
do
5
it.
laps of fuel remaining.
God, can you imagine if we pitted for softs, how disastrous that would have been? Lesson learned right there, ladies and gentlemen who are watching. If you're playing F1, sometimes you got to think for yourself. Don't just listen to the crew chief or the engineer. Sometimes you got to think it out for yourself, what's best. I think that's a glitch that we encountered, though. Because you all saw in the race strategy, I picked the one stop.
Okay, gap ahead is 16.1 seconds.
Well, getting down to the end of this Grand Prix, man, this one has flown by. Absolutely flown by. What a fun one this has been. Great battles are in the early going. Before that first pit stop was really, really good. Really good stuff. Battling to keep in front and stay out of DRS zone, and the fight that we had to put up to get out of DRS zone and eventually drive away. And then just out here making laps at Red Bull Ring, man. Peaceful Saturday drive, or Sunday drive. 3 laps to go right here. Max Verstappen's out of this race. That's a free spot for us. Max
Yellow
Verstappen
flag.
is out. Oh my goodness.
Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No
Huge
overtaking through the
implications.
caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
Huge implications for Verstappen. He falls out. He was in the top
Green
5.
flag gap to car in front is 16.8 seconds.
That's going to be a spot for us. We now got a 6th place finish on the cards here. Going to be our best finish of the season if we can hold on. Oh my goodness. Max Verstappen with 3 laps left in the race falls out. What happened? Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. That's huge. Verstappen's he's just had a horrible, horrible run of races recently. Remember, he was 2nd in the points going into Monaco. Finished out of the points 2 or 3 races in a row, and now a DNF here at Red Bull Ring. That is tough for Verstappen. His whole season's falling apart. All right, last lap.
This is your final lap.
Interesting, Vettel in 4th is on hards. Albon in 5th is on mediums like us. Interesting how these strategies played out. Bottas gets the win again. Back-to-back wins for him. We're going to bring this thing home in the 6th position. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What a drive. What a day here at Red Bull Ring. We're going to get our season best finish. 6th place, baby. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, race over. Take care of the car.
Awesome. 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 Woo. Feels good. Yeah. Driver of the day, too. How we do it. What a day here at Red Bull Ring. Awesome.
So
Toto's
Mercedes have won
happy.
it, and what a great
Mercedes
race it
is
was.
happy. We get a 6th place finish, our best finish of the
So,
season.
Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I
Woo!
feel like consistency was probably the key today.
I love this
There's being
racetrack.
quick, and then there's being quick lap
God, I
after
wish we
lap
could
after
run this
lap.
22 times
If
in
you
a
do that,
season.
You can capitalize on
Might
other
get a win
people's
one of
errors
those.
without making many of your
Oh,
own.
that's great.
And that's an approach that can push you a long way.
Why are we
up the
showing this
field.
guy? Perez, 9th place. Good job. No one cares.
And I can see the drivers
There
starting
you
to
go.
approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today.
Charles
Everybody
in
played
3rd.
their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Yeah. No one's going to top Mercedes. They're just too good. That's all there is to it. They're just too good. Look at Hamilton. He's happy. Mercedes just kicking everybody's ass. Good job. Bottas must have had himself some porridge before this race. All right, so the final results then. Bottas, Hamilton 1st, 2nd. The Ferraris 3rd and 4th. Albon gets 5th. We get 6th, our best finish of the season, and 8 points against our name there. We hold off the likes of Norris, Ricciardo, Perez, and Sainz. We battled all of them so much throughout the beginning of that race, and then once we made our pit stop, it was game over. They couldn't catch back up to us. Ocon gets 11th. Giovinazzi 12th. Magnussen, Kvyat, Stroll, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Gasly all on the lead lap. Russell, Latifi, our teammate. Correa gets lapped. And Max Verstappen, the big news there, was running up in the top 5. And with 3 laps to go, falls out because of mechanical failure and finishes last. Everybody does the one stop except for George Russell. Why on earth Jeff was telling us to make a second stop, I'll never understand. Thankfully, we didn't follow through with it. And we get 6th place and driver of the day. Very, very exciting stuff. God, that's cool, man. God, that makes me excited. And we break even on our rivalry with Ricciardo. So as it stands 9-9, this is a proper rivalry battle right here. I like it. This makes me glad we picked Ricciardo. Team Acclaim, we're almost up to level 8. Correa is going to go up to a level 7 finally. And team-wise, we're a little past 10.5, so that's good. Let's take a look at the money. Money, money, money. Yes, we made all of our... Oh, my God. We made $868,000. We made all of our sponsors happy. Full payouts for both drivers. No damage deductions. This was a good... God, we're up to $5.5 million. This was a good money weekend right here. Woo! Man. That's exciting. I'm excited. See the smile on my face? Genuine happiness. I like it. Well then, as you see here, it is time for our contract renewal for our teammate, Juan Manuel Correa. We can renegotiate with him or go to the driver market to pick up somebody else to replace him. He's been pitiful. He's been awful. He has no points. He gets lapped every race, and we're up here finishing 6th at Red Bull Ring, and he got lapped. I don't think my dude can stay in the stable anymore. We got to think about this. We'll get it sorted out in the next episode before the British Grand Prix. So you're just going to have to come back and watch to see what happens and who is in the second seat here at Shield Speed Racing. Really great weekend overall. Red Bull Ring was a huge plus for us. We're on a great little streak of momentum now. 7th place, I think, in Canada. 6th place here at Red Bull Ring. Feels good. We're getting points. The car was fantastic. And we are doing good on money. $5.5 million. We're going to have to start spending some of that to keep the upgrades coming. But that'll all be in the next episode, and I hope you will come back to join us then. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you do hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like, and leave a comment down below. All that helps these videos get seen by more and more people. If you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, I hope today is the day I can earn that subscription from you. We're almost to 600 subscribers on the channel. The support has been outstanding recently. We'd really love to have you a part of this community. If you want to get more involved, you can always join my Discord server as well. Link to that down in the description below, along with all my social media platforms. You can connect with me there if you want to get in touch with me. But that'll do it for today's episode, Red Bull Ring. Huge, huge positives. Team's heading in a great direction. I'm so excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one when we go racing at the British Grand Prix.